Finally, bestie. Where were you? I sent this DM 2 minutes ago and you didn't respond. Whatever. ISTG. These Genshin content creators are so problematic. This time, this one actually said that she didn't understand why Kokomi got a rerun already. I know. Hating on Kokomi like that. So problematic. So I sent her the threats, don't worry. Yeah. Especially the death ones. But that's not even all of it. There was another Genshin content creator, and he did a quiz video on his channel, and he didn't pick my favorite character in the quiz. I don't know why he hates Yun so much. It's so disgusting. I couldn't believe it. I watched the video over and over again, and it really is true. He didn't pick Yun at all. So you see, bestie, why I had to talk to you so urgently? Next time, don't leave me for 2 minutes like that. I'm dealing with major anxiety because of this. Okay. I'll try to calm down. Thank you for comforting me. You have another idea to get back at them for this? Something besides just sending threats? Say that they're homophobic and hate lesbians? We can post it on Twitter and TikTok and get them canceled? Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go do it. All right, thank you everybody who's tagged me on this topic. I appreciate it. And thanks for your patience too. I planned on covering this yesterday, but as you know if you saw my Rusha video, was dealing with a little bit of technical difficulties. Also, a bit behind schedule today though, because the program I use to edit is updated on my new computer, and I'm not used to the updates and all that. It looks different. Like for the most part it's the same, but some stuff is in a different layout and all that, so kind of getting used to this stuff. But again, thanks for your patience and understanding. Anyways, let's talk about Genshin Impact, because man, we got another situation, another incident with the Genshin Impact community, specifically on Twitter. And let me start with this actually. Some people joke around about me being like a Genshin content creator now. And I mean, if you look at my channel, it's not the case. I still cover a variety of topics. It's just that, for one, or let me rephrase, like the reason I come back to Genshin Impact so much is because, for one, I do play the game and I enjoy the game. And two, I cover topics on my channel that often relate to toxicity and bigotry in different communities online. Talked about various communities online, and unfortunately, Genshin Impact is one that seems to have a new problem like every single day. So because I play the game and because I look at this sort of stuff and I get tagged to talk about this sort of stuff, I end up talking about Genshin Impact quite a lot. Oh, you know what? There is actually a third reason too, and that's miHoYo itself. A lot to talk about with that company. I find it rather interesting, especially all the stuff that occurs between the Chinese Communist Party and them. So yeah, I guess you could say it's a combination of those things for the most part, mainly. Alright, and now onto the main topic at hand. A couple days ago, content creator for Genshin Impact, Dish, seems like a cool person, made a tweet talking about her surprise that Kokomi got a rerun already. And she was met with varied opinions on that. Some people agreeing with her, some people respectfully disagreeing. And then, of course, the toxic side of the community sending her threats. And as I said, yes, also the death ones. How dare she question this decision by miHoYo? How dare she show interest in miHoYo's line of thought? Oh my gosh, so offensive. And then more recently, just yesterday, we had Tuonto making a tweet that says, "Nah, I'm gonna be honest, this is the last straw. It is ridiculous that I'm getting threats in YouTube comments because, quote, I didn't choose their favorite character in a quiz, unquote. I've seen outrage messages and even the threats of the death variety because I have a different opinion. It's just a game. The fact that I keep having to actively remove these crazy comments anytime I have an opinion in a video is just ridiculous to me." We also got the VTuber Bao responding saying, "Really wish people knew streamers have limits too." To which Tuonto responded saying, "I'm at my limit." Dish herself would respond to that one too, saying, "At the toxic side of the Genshin player base, you have no right and no justification for harassing people and sending threats over differing opinions about a video game. Characters are not real people, and they don't need to be defended." The fact that I was getting insulted, threatened, and told to end myself because I didn't express overwhelming interest in a character rerun is absolutely insane to me. It is not, has never been, and will never be that serious. It's not that serious, she says. And yeah, that's something I really don't understand about these toxic individuals. They take everything on the internet so dang seriously. It's like they want to be angry at people. They want to be hateful. And they want to send threats and say terrible things about people. They certainly seem to enjoy spreading lies about people too. You go on TikTok, for example, and they're literally like bragging about hashtags they start about various content creators, so to speak, where the entire goal of the hashtag is to slander them. For example, hashtag HeroHaySlander. They just spread a bunch of lies and they act all offended. And then you get a bunch of people in the comments like agreeing and spreading more lies. And then you might get a couple people being like, okay, where's your evidence for this? And those people either never actually get a response or they get mocked by everybody else. Here's another anecdotal example on the topic of myself. So I want to address this particular lie that got started on TikTok, and then people were spreading it on Twitter and even YouTube comments as well. And that is a quote that they literally made up. They say that
HH said that people with vitiligo look like cows.
Or something of the sort. That's the fabricated quote that they made up. And it all started because I made a video about a Korean artist who made Genshin Impact art. And then someone took his art and edited it to make the characters black. The Korean artist asked them to please not rip and edit their art, to which the person that did the edits decided to basically say, lol, no, I'm going to continue doing it. And then they took more of the Korean artist's art and edited those too, causing the Korean artist to delete their entire Twitter account. Well, the next day or so, the person that made those edits decided to edit official Genshin Impact art, including one of Venti with vitiligo. And I covered that situation as well because it was a sort of follow-up to the prior situation that I just explained. And I mentioned that the edit looked rather poorly done. Now, I will admit that I probably could have phrased all that better in my video, and I think I've improved on how I speak since then. But I never said that vitiligo looks like what they claim I said. And I never made fun of people with vitiligo either. So the fact that they would fabricate this lie, which certainly could hurt somebody that has vitiligo, like if they think I actually said that, that's awful, man. I never said anything like that. And it makes me feel bad knowing that some people that have vitiligo might see that and think it's a genuine quote. Like, dude, I never said that. Never said anything close to it. I simply criticized the edit itself because, again, it seemed really poorly done, so much so that it actually looked like something a racist would make. And guess what? Somewhat recently, over the last couple of weeks, the same person that made that edit made another edit of an artist's art and put overtly racist messages on it. The sort of stuff that if I were to repeat or show in this video would get my channel deleted. Like some of the most disgusting racist things you could possibly say. And I've thought about covering that because it's like, dude, I was right about this person. At the same time, I don't know how I would even get started showing you or telling you, like, I guess I'm telling you about it now kind of, but as you can see, I gotta beat around the bush. Like I can't really repeat this stuff. So I've been trying to decide how to approach that, but anyways, that's a whole other thing, I suppose. Going back to the main topic at hand, Tectone would also respond to Tuonto's tweet, saying, Tectone, you were the problem, not the community. The Genshin community is so wholesome. And I believe the first part of his tweet is referring to the toxic part of the Genshin community, where they will send him hate and or spread lies about him, and then say that the community's fine, Tectone's the problematic one. And I really feel for Tectone because of all the stuff that he's had to deal with, in large part because of a similar reason that I have to deal with stuff like that, because we actually talk about these issues in the community or in various communities. We don't just turn a blind eye to it. And that can put a target on your back, so to speak, by the toxic people that you're talking about. It's really interesting how a lot of them truly hate when a spotlight is put on their own actions. But guess what? As we can see with Genshin Impact and the recent situation with Mori too, ignoring that sort of thing doesn't help either. So ultimately now, with more Genshin Impact creators talking about the issues in the community, the toxic side of the community, I suppose we'll see what happens. I guess I'll repeat the point that I just made, in a way. It might not improve things, but at the very least, ignoring it certainly does not improve them either. That we know. And I'll leave it there for now, so thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you there, and also in the next segment.
Oh god, I don't like either of these characters. I'm gonna say I can't choose.
Pause. Tuonto doesn't actually like Venti? You know what? Yeah, cancel him.